What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Sauce. Today, I have a very special guest on this episode. His name is Jose Martins. He is a artist, a very awesome digital artist and NFT artist. Surprise, he's never actually set up a Phantom wallet. And so in this tutorial, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to teach you guys how to set up your very own Phantom wallet through the Chrome browser. And that will enable you to receive and send Solana cryptocurrency as well as the NFTs that are on that blockchain. So since he had never done that before, I figured this would be a great opportunity to teach him and teach you at the same time. So before we get into the Phantom wallet, Jose, what kind of art do you do, and what's your favorite thing about art?
Hello, everyone. So normally I work with cartoon NFTs, but I've worked with pixel, like more realistic kind of stuff, like multiple styles and multiple collections I've done in the past. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to link Jose's information down below in the description. So if you do need to hire an NFT artist, definitely hit this guy up. He's amazing. I've been hiring him on all of my NFT projects. I'll also put up some of the images that I've gotten on the screen as well. So now that I definitely want to start sending Jose lots of awesome goodies and things like that. So I got to show him how to create a Phantom wallet. And what a wallet is it basically is an account number on the blockchain. And that account number, you have a private key to be able to access. And all it does is store data. So when you send cryptocurrency or you send NFTs, it's just storing that you own that thing on the blockchain. And it's super simple to set up. So basically, you would just do either a Google search, or I've already done the search. Check out Google extensions, and you'll go to the Google extension the Chrome web store. And then inside the box here, you would just type Phantom Wallets, and it'll be this little ghost looking guy. And that's the Phantom app. Phantom, I would say, is the most popular wallet. There are plenty of other ones. There's Soulflare, Solid. There's like a bunch of different types of apps like this, but I personally prefer Phantom, and I think the majority of people are using this one as the main one. So you would just click on this, and then you would hit Add to Chrome, and that's going to add it to your browser, basically. So when it asks you, it'll double check to make sure that you want to do this, and it can read and change all your data on all your websites, which is a little scary kind of permission to give to something. But at the same time, we got no choice in this aspect, so we trust it. So add the extension to the browser, and I don't know. Are you following along with me right now? Or are you like?
Yeah.
You are at the same time? That's even better. That's cool. So the next thing that you would do is, if you have done this before and you are starting a new computer or you're adding it to a new browser, basically anytime you create a new browser, open a new browser, or you open a new computer, or if you're on your phone, you get the phone app, you would choose I already have a wallet, and you can import the ones that you've already created. But since this is our first time, we're going to click create a new wallet. Now, it'll ask you for a password. And what that password is for this is how you access the wallet inside of the browser. So you'll have to enter your password quite often. So pick something that you definitely remember, and that's fairly difficult for someone else to guess, but easy for you to type multiple times. All right. Now, this next part is possibly the most important part of this entire thing. Everyone will probably be able to see this on my screen right now, but for you, Jose, the words that come up next, do not share with anybody. The secret recovery phrase that comes up, basically, it's called a seed phrase. That's another way that people call this. And what a seed phrase is it's 12 random English words that is essentially your password. So when you get these words, they have to be in exact order, and it forms the private key that you have. It creates basically your secret wallet. It encodes it. Each letter of each word gets encoded into a crazy chain of numbers and letters that nobody would be able to guess this. That's why these types of applications are super secure. So I'm going to show mine to the screen right now because it doesn't matter. This is a tester wallet. I'm not putting anything in this wallet. So go ahead. You guys could try to steal this if you want, but it won't work. So in my particular case, I've got Butter, deny, solution, invest, awesome, horror, surface, give, dust. So you can see these are just random, like 12 random words. So what you want to do is you want to actually place these words somewhere. I don't really recommend putting it on your computer. You should actually physically write this down and like put it in a safe somewhere. You will rarely ever have to use these words unless you start a brand new browser or you completely forget. You have to restart. You can at least get your wallet back, because this is really important, because anything that you store in this wallet, it's just there in the cloud. There's no physical way to get it. And the only way to get access back to that if you lose access is with these words. I saved my secret recovery phrase and click continue. First, it will tell you that this is how you access the wallet, this is the shortcut to basically open it. So it says try it now. And when you do it, Shift Alt and P, your Phantom wallet will come up right here, which is great. And that's all you need to do. And then hit continue and you're all done. You can hit Shift Alt P at any time to bring up your wallet. If you've done it recently, it won't ask you for your password, but pretty much if there's 5 minutes of inactivity, it's just going to ask you for your password again. And that's the main password that we set up. You'll never have to use the seed phrase again. So once you're in here, this gives you a couple different options. You can deposit Solana into here, or you can send it. This will show you pretty much, this main page will show you your balance of Solana. You can click that to see any activity or anything that's going on. And then you will start to see other coins in here if you start collecting them, depending on what they are. You can get USDC in here, and then you can get all the special SPL tokens, which are part of the Solana program library. So any tokens that projects have created. So for example, I am part of Dapper Ducks. We have eggs. So you would see your eggs balance in here as well. Or Vincenia, another project I'm a part of, you would see your canvas in here. So you might see other coins in here. And then when you click on this little grid area, this takes you to all your NFTs. So right now we don't have any collectibles in here, so it's completely blank. If you ever need to give someone your wallet address so they can send you things, that's perfectly fine. You never want to send your private keys that you got earlier, but this is your public wallet. This is totally okay for you to send to anybody. And this is how they know where to send you your funds. So no one can ever pull anything from this unless you authorize it, but anyone can send to it. So you also want to be careful of scams. If you get random NFTs that you don't know where it came from, then, don't touch those usually, or you can burn them in certain areas. That's a whole nother tutorial. But if you ever need to send it, you can just click right on here and it'll copy the whole string for you. And you'll see when I paste it in the browser here, this is your string. This is very hard to copy or remember or write down or anything. This is a very long string of numbers and letters, and capitalization does matter. So a capital U here versus an lowercase u is going to be a completely different wallet. So this is your unique identifier at this point and what you would give to people. So because I have that, I'm going to open a browser on another page here, and I'm going to go send just a little bit of Solana to this wallet so you can see what happens. So I'm in my personal wallet here, and I've got just a little tiny bit of stuff in here. So if I want to send this, I could just click on Solana. I can click send, and then I would put my recipient address, which is the address that we just had, right? You put that, you can just paste that in there. And then the amount, I'm just going to send a little bit, like 0.001, 40 cents. There might be a minimum that's bigger than that, but we're just going to send that. So I'm going to hit next. Then it's going to confirm it. It's going to make sure this is where you want to send it. So always double check. You can cancel if you don't want to do it. And then it'll also tell you what the network fee is. Now, Solana has very, very low network fee. I mean, this is in dollars. This is not in Solana. So the fee to send this amount is 0.0002 cents. So it's really absolutely nothing. Thousandths of a penny. And so basically that's why Solana is very attractive. So you send that, it sends a transaction, it gives you a confirmation. You can click view transaction. And if you're more advanced, this is how you could kind of see what's going on the blockchain, because it is a public ledger. So it's very hard to hide things on here. If you click view transaction, it will open up SolScan, which is one of my favorite little blockchain explorers, and it will put the transaction in there automatically for you and show you the details. Now, it is successful, but it does require a bunch of confirmations. So it still is actually confirming, and there, boom, 25 confirmations, and it's finalized. That's how fast it is to send. So it shows you here, it was a transfer from my other wallet to the new wallet that we just created, 4.01 Solana. And that's how you kind of can read that. This is a little bit more advanced if you're trying to look at this stuff here, but for the most part, that's what just happened. Now back on here, we can go back to the wallet with Shift Alt P, and look, there it is. We've got our 0.01 Solana in our wallet now. And that's how easy it is. The same thing goes for an NFT. So I'm going to send this now to the wallet, and it just sent from the previous screen. So now we're going to keep paying attention to this one, and we'll see here, boom, this is where the recent activity is, this little lightning bolt, and we can see we just received a frame portal. So if you click on that, we got frame portal number 538. It was completed. That was the fee, the cost to do it. And this is now an NFT. This is actually a Vincenia NFT, which is a project that I helped derug and that Jose is about to help with some art on, which is going to be really awesome. And this frame, this is a little teaser for anyone that's watching this that has not gotten this alpha yet. But this frame is your key to get that art for free. So essentially, you need to purchase or mint one of these. You can find out how at vincenia.art and just join the Discord. But only the holders of this specialty frame will be able to get this new art. And I will hint at what that is later, but right now, this is what it is. So essentially, this little icon here shows you your balances of your coins. This little icon here shows you all of your NFTs. And when you click on them, you can get the details. You can see them big. You can right click and save the image. You can look at the properties here. So this is the description of the NFT and then the traits of the NFT. This button here allows you to convert things. So if I wanted to convert my Solana to USDC, I could put that in here. So you can click on the max to do all of it, or just type in a portion of how much you want. So if I click the max, it shows me I'll receive 40 cents if I swap them. And then what this does is it finds the best price on Radium and will basically convert your Solana into Radium and then convert your Radium into USDC and send it back to you. And so you would just click review order, and that's how you convert this to USDC or any other token. These are all the tokens that you can potentially switch it to. There's tons. It's kind of overwhelming. So it's rare that you'd have to do anything other than USDC. You could potentially transfer it to Ether and things like that, wrapped Ether. But even those things I don't think really work with Phantom just yet. I know they probably are working on multi-chain stuff, but right now it's mostly Solana and USDC with Solana. So that's pretty much it. And then in your settings here, you can change your display language if you prefer Espanol, Deutsch, Italiano. You can pick your particular language, so all of the buttons and everything makes sense for you. The address book is something where if you end up sending your Solana or you send things to a specific wallet very often, it might be nice to save that wallet. So for example, if I want to send to myself, I can go to the address book, hit the plus button, say my main wallet or something like that, and then type in the address, hit add, and then it will add that to your address book. And then up here at the very top, you can actually name this. So maybe I want this to be my main wallet. I'll just call it main. And then when you go back out to the address here, it'll show main up top here. Now, the reason that's important is because once you have your main seed phrase, that 12-word phrase, you can actually have up to 25 wallets in this Phantom wallet with under that same seed phrase. So if you wanted to create another one, which is usually best practice, you hit the menu bar here and you just say add. When you click add, you can create a new wallet and boom, that's it. That's how fast it is the second time. This one is now our new wallet and you can switch back and forth right up here. So we have main and we have wallet 2. And so the reason that's important is because let's say you have all of your money in this one wallet, you have all of your NFTs in this wallet. Best safety practices is anytime you connect to another website or you try to connect to something to mint a brand new NFT or you want to send money, you never know. Again, it's such a new space. There's a lot of scammers. I don't want to scare anybody. As long as you know these things, you're totally fine. No one can take your stuff. It's very, very secure. The reason people lose stuff is because they don't know these things and they get tricked. So anytime you connect to a site, even if it's something that you think is the normal site, first of all, always check the URL, make sure that it's the right one. Even then, we get lost sometimes in the sauce, and we forget to check that. So the reason you would want a second wallet is because this wallet, maybe I call this over here, and I name this burner. And that's your burner wallet. And what a burner wallet is essentially, it's a wallet that only contains just enough to get the thing that you're trying to get and nothing else. So essentially, the best practice if you want to mint something is you would go to your main wallet. I want to say, okay, this thing that I'm going to buy is 2 Solana. So I will send 2 Solana or whatever that is. And then you can click the address book. Look, my burner wallet's in the address book already, which is pretty cool. Click the burner, send the Solana, and then you switch to the burner wallet and connect to the website. So that way, if it did turn out you messed up or it was a scam or something like that, you would only lose what's in this wallet and everything else is safe in this one. Best practice, again, I've connected with my main wallet to many, many sites. And as long as you're making sure that you trust the people that are involved and that everything's going well, there's no problem. But best practice is to store a majority of your stuff in one very secret wallet that no one even knows the public key for, and then transfer occasionally to this. Now, of course, they could find that out because if on the blockchain, they can see all that transfer stuff, but they can never connect to that wallet unless you physically connect to it. So that's pretty much the big, broad overview. I know that was a lot of information. Do you have any questions, Jose? Anything that other people might need to know too? I bet same questions that you might have.
I don't know. I was able to follow threads.
Cool.
And I got a lot of information about the wallet, so I think I don't have any questions.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, if anybody that's watching has any questions, definitely leave them down in the comments below. I will answer those as soon as possible. Definitely put a like up on that video if you liked this content and if you want to see more of it, and subscribe if you haven't, because there's tons of fun stuff on here about Web3, NFTs, artwork, pretty much everything. Just me being weird and showing you some cool shit. So pretty much, lastly, if you need any art, go check out the description below and go hit up Jose because his stuff is incredible. Jose, thanks for joining me. And I hope you got something good out of this.
I definitely did. Thanks.
Awesome. Take care, guys.